everybody, my name is Annavarix and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. If you haven't seen my previous episode, then please do go and watch that. I went exploring and I gave some general tips for exploration in Minecraft as well, in case that's something you are interested in. So before I get into what I'm going to be doing today, I'm actually just going to explain to you a little bit about the map that I explored. So if you did watch the last episode, you'll know that I left off with just this top part explored. And I did go ahead and explore the rest of the map in between episodes. So I'm just going to explain some of the things that I found. So up here next to the mesa, I think it is probably around this area, there is a ocean monument. Now that's going to be super helpful for the future because I do eventually want to make a guardian farm, and that is going to be really great because it's not that far from where we're living right now. It's basically just a straight shot to the east. I did find the mesa as well, as you saw in the last episode, which is just amazing. And then underneath the mesa in this kind of general area is some dark oak forest. So I did find some dark oak trees, and I managed to get some dark oak saplings as well. Then we've got some kind of like mountainous areas. I think this bit was a little bit of a plains area, I don't really remember. But there was some birch forest as well. I think this may be the birch forest down here. So I did get some birch saplings as well. And then this area right here is actually a swamp, and it is mostly just water, and there's not much land in this swamp at all. So down in this bottom right hand corner, all of this area here is a massive swamp. And not only that, there is a witch hut, which is, I think, right here on the very edge of the map. So that's going to be useful for the future as well, in case I want to make a witch farm. I know where a witch hut is, so I don't have to go searching for one. So this general area down here in this kind of middle bottom section is actually a massive jungle. And I'm really surprised that there is a jungle so close by. So I spawned in a giant tiger tree hill biome, which I think is kind of rare. And then I've got the mesa, which is obviously rare. And then I've got a jungle down here, which can be kind of rare to find in your world. But I'm super happy that there is a jungle right here. There is a bamboo forest as well, kind of like in the middle of the jungle as well. So I was able to get some bamboo. So that is going to be fantastic for making scaffolding and also just for general decoration around the area. So now that mini update is out of the way, the plan for today is to actually improve the area that I'm currently in. So I've got my house right here, which is, as you can see, not decorated inside at all. Just got a bunch of random chests and torches, which are not very organised at all. And I want to kind of improve the interior of the house and set up an actual storage area for all of my chests and just generally make it more functional inside of here. So if I go outside as well, I do want to make some improvements out here. Also, I mentioned before that I wanted a path that kind of came down this hill and sort of around this kind of outcropping here down into that general area down there, because that is where I want my farm to be. And this little dirt hut here is actually the entrance to my mine, which I want to tear down. And I actually want the entrance in the hillside, like down here next to the farm. So I'm going to be doing all of that stuff today. And what I'm also thinking about doing is actually coming in and changing some of the kind of structure of the house. So I definitely want to get rid of some of this spruce that is on the walls because it is very heavily spruce and I'm not really a fan of all of the spruce. And what I would also like to do is actually take this entranceway back one block. I do like the entranceway, but I feel like it sticks out just a little bit too far. But before I do anything, I need to get all of my tools together because I only have a shovel and a sword on me right now, which is not going to be very helpful. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I think the first thing that I'm probably going to do is just tear down this little bit of a roof here and just push this whole entranceway back a couple of blocks, or maybe just one block. Okay, so I've changed this front bit now. I'll just push it back like a block or 2 blocks. I think it was actually 2 blocks. And this is what it looks like now. I do need to add in a staircase just there like that. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing now is actually just taking out all of this spruce bit here and replacing it with something else. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be using dark oak. Let's try it with stripped dark oak first. Okay, yeah, I do kind of like that with the dark oak. So I think I'm going to go around now and just change out all of these spruce logs to the dark oak. Okay, so I've changed up all of the beams now on this bottom section. And what I'm thinking is actually I want to change the door and actually put on some windows. So I think I mentioned in a previous episode that I wanted to use oak wood for the windows, like trap doors. So I'm just going to go ahead now and kind of just put all of the trap doors in now. Okay, so I went ahead and actually changed up these side walls so I could have a 2 wide window instead of just the 1 wide window. I kind of feel this looks a little bit better. Okay, so now that I've got all the windows sorted out, I need to start thinking about the floor plan of the house. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to need space for all of these things down on this ground floor. So I'm going to need a kind of smelting area, and then I'm going to say this is kind of like the craft area and exploration area, and then a storage area. So that's what all of these things represent here. So what I'm thinking is if we come straight in from the door, I kind of want the smelting and kitchen type of area over in that direction, I think. And then what I can do is have the kind of crafting area right here, and then this kind of section here can be all of my storage. Okay, so what I've got so far is this kind of a little area here. This is all of my storage chest, and I do have storage elsewhere as well, so this is not going to be all of the storage that I have. And then if I just come back out through this gap and go towards the back of the house, I've kind of got this sort of kitchen area. I've got a cauldron with a little tap, smoker, a blast furnace, and a normal furnace. And I do also have some barrels for storage as well. So now what I need to do is actually make a kind of crafting area, and I think that's what I'm going to do in sort of this general section here. And I do need to move this chest as well, so I'm just going to move all of these things over here and just like dump them in a chest, and I think I'm going to have to come back and sort through all of this stuff after. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and try and make this crafting area and the staircase. Alright, so I've kind of made this general crafting and the staircase to get upstairs as well. So let's just have a look at the crafting area first. So I have this anvil here, it's on a iron trapdoor, and I really like that. I have my crafting table. I decided to put my map right here. I don't think I'm going to keep it there, but that's just where I've decided to put it for now. And then I have my stone cutter sort of propped up right here. And then if we move over to this section, I have my cartography table for more map making. And I kind of tried to make it look like it was a kind of like trunk or a chest or something like that. So I put the dark oak trapdoors around it. And then if I open up this one, I actually have a barrel hidden right here. And this is just going to be for like storing my maps and my paper and things like that. I may also put some banners in there as well. And then moving back over to this area by the front door, I kind of put some barrels in this section here, which was kind of a weird gap that I didn't really know what to do with. So I've just put some barrels in there. And what I'm thinking is actually keeping my armor and my weapons and tools in these 2 barrels. I think that would be probably a good idea, and it'll free up again another chest over in this kind of main storage area. And then I just have my stairs that lead up to the second floor. Now, I haven't done anything up here and it's still looking rather ugly. So I'm going to have to come in and fill in like all of these gaps. What I'm also thinking is trying to have a enchanting table up here as well. So I've kind of put this block here for representing an enchanting table, but I don't think I'm going to actually keep it there. I may actually just try and stick it in the corner or something, and then like over this side I could have like my bed or something like that. I haven't decided yet, and I need to figure that out. But what I need to do now is actually come up here and change all of these spruce logs out to the dark oak so it matches the downstairs, and fill in all of the gaps, and then fill in this hole in the roof as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of that, and then I can try and sort out some of the interior up here as well. Okay, so I changed out all of the stripped spruce logs, and I've now put in the stripped dark oak logs, and I also put in the windows as well. So what I need to do now is actually decide where I want my bed, and I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so I've decided on some of the stuff upstairs now. So as soon as you come up, you kind of see these birch trapdoors. I have two on this side and then I have two on the back wall as well. And behind these are actually barrels. And I kind of just wanted to try and fit some more storage upstairs as well. This is a very small house and I'm obviously going to accumulate a lot of items going forward. So I definitely wanted to make sure I had space for more storage. I don't know what I would use these for, but they're there in case I need them. And then this spruce staircase right here is actually representing where I'm going to put the enchanting table that I mentioned. So I'm going to try and get the bookcases out or enough bookcases around this kind of general area to make sure I can enchant up to level 30. So hopefully that is going to work out. And then moving on over into this section, I kind of made a little kind of bedroom. Again, I've got those two trapdoors there with some barrels behind in case I want them for storage. And again, I've got the little lantern. And then on this side, I tried to make a kind of like little wardrobe. So if I open this up, I have my iron armor on an armor stand right here, and then behind it there is another barrel, and right at the back there is another barrel as well, in case I want to use those for anything as well. And then I just got a lantern in there to keep it nice and lit up. And these bits are just for decoration. There's not anything above those. And that's pretty much it for the interior right now. I may tweak things later on, I haven't decided yet, and I do have some torches down still. I don't know if I take them out whether it's going to be lit up enough. I'm going to have to figure that out. But I am also going to add in some kind of like plant pots on here with like some flowers in, just to bring like a little bit more greenery into the house as well. So I'm really happy with it. I've got a lot of storage scattered all around the house, and I think it's going to be suitable enough for now. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a time lapse now that I took of me creating the path outside of my house. And after that is finished, I'm going to go out there and show you all of the stuff that I've done, because I have done some more stuff other than path building. So I'm just going to play that now and I will be right back. All right, everyone. So from that time lapse, you saw I did build a path down from my house into the kind of farming area that mentioned that I wanted before. And I really don't know what I was doing with the replay mod. It's the first time that I've ever used it, so hopefully it went okay and they get better in the future. But yeah, let's actually go and have a look at what I've done, because I have done some more stuff other than just build a path. And in the time lapse as well, you did see that I kind of fixed up the back of the house. So it's not just hanging over the back of a mountain. It still needs a lot of work behind there and as well up on this area as well. But yeah, I built this path. It comes straight from my front door all the way down this hill, kind of a winding all the way down the side of this hill as well. And it kind of comes down into this farming area, which I mentioned before. And just to note, all of this area isn't spawn proof yet. I do need to sort that out. I'm going to try and get rid of some of the lanterns and hide some lighting in the floor when I'm able to. So yeah, it's not entirely spawn proof right now. So what I've done in this area is I've built up a wall all the way kind of around. The mobs can still get in, like they can sort of climb up the mountain here and sort of come in. So it's not completely safe, but that's a work in progress. I can hear a raiding party. I don't know where they are. I think yeah, they're outside the wall. Let's just ignore them for now. So I started off with this kind of what I'm going to call a garden path using the path blocks, and it's kind of like really run down and kind of like rustic, I guess. I don't really know what the word is. But yeah, you kind of come this way, and if you walk down this kind of like step up right here, we're actually into the main kind of farming area now. So this little patch here is not fully grown, obviously, as you can see. I'm waiting for these potatoes to grow so I can plant them in all of these kind of areas as well. And on this section, I've got wheat. So this is like my little wheat patch. I've got some composters around the place as well. And in this area, I did kind of have like a little lake here and another one over there that was naturally occurring in the world. And I tried to keep those. I did kind of change up the shape of them a little bit, but I really wanted to keep them. So I've kept both of them, and I've kind of put like a little floating light on the middle of the lake with some like little lily pads. I've also got some like random sugarcane and bamboo growing around the area. I have put string on top of the bamboo so they don't grow too high. And then other than that, I've just got some like bushes around the place, and I try to kind of like fill in all of the gaps with like bushes and trees. So it kind of makes it feel a little bit more enclosed and like a little bit more like overgrown and sort of natural. And then down in this area, I have my pumpkin and melon patch. Again, next to the little lake with the floating light and the random sugarcane and bamboo growing. And then just up this little path right here, I actually have beets growing. I don't know why I would need beets, but I have them anyway. I'm probably going to change them out for something else later on. Perhaps carrots if I'm able to find some carrots somewhere. So yeah, I'm probably going to change those later on. And then if we head back up this way towards the house, so this is the path up towards the house. Um, if you just turn off to the right here, I actually have the entrance to my mine. And I've kind of tried to decorate the outside. I've got a barrel here with some sticks in case I want to make some torches. And this one is actually storing torches. And then this one has my hose in case I need to till some more land or till some land that I've accidentally jumped on or something like that. And yeah, this is like really simple, but I really like it. And this is the only mushroom that I have growing in the area. I would really like to actually get some more pods or without growing a spruce tree. So I'm going to have to get silk touch on a shovel or something at some point. And I kind of want to fill in this kind of area here with all of the mushrooms. And I'm probably going to get rid of this tree or perhaps just move that tree somewhere else. I'm not sure where it would go. But yeah, that is the plan to kind of expand on this area going forwards and to make come in and tweak some more things as well. Like with the house as well, it's always a work in progress. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this kind of like farming area turned out. It's got pretty much everything that I need right now. And I am going to be making like automatic farms as well with the pumpkins and melons. And I also need to come back in and finish off the wall. I actually ran out of andesite, so I couldn't actually finish the wall off. So this kind of section all the way around this way is actually not finished, and it's just the bare cobblestone. Because if you look at this side, I've kind of mixed in some andesite and some mossy cobblestone as well. Um, but yeah, it's all still a work in progress, and I'm really happy with it so far. And back up here, towards the house, this kind of general area, is still missing kind of a lot of vegetation and sort of trees and all that kind of thing. So I am going to be coming back in and sort of doing all of this over time as well. But I'm really happy with the progress so far. And yeah, that is pretty much the end of this episode. So thank you all so much. I really hope that you have enjoyed this episode. And yeah, it was just a kind of a lot of decorating and sort of sorting out this area so it looks a lot nicer. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. And if you liked this video, please leave me a like and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. And until next time, bye bye.